Welcome back to Fast Money. The stock behind the Nasdaq Composite on a tear, the NDAQ, hitting all-time highs this week. It is up more than 23% this year, far outpacing its namesake index. While the composite notched record intraday and closing highs today, it's only up 12%. To discuss what is driving the exchange and its business, let's bring in Nasdaq Chair and CEO Adena Friedman.
Oh, we got to clap Adena in. I mean, we clap certain people in. Our landlord.
Exactly, our landlord. Adena, great to see you. Thank you. Let's start off with the IPO market, since we are coming off of a strong IPO in today's session, a string of them, many of them having debuted here in the Nasdaq market site. The first half was the strongest in many years, correct, since 2021. And so I'm wondering, what are you seeing in the pipeline? What are the drivers? And is the administration helping, in your view, companies go public?
Yeah, well, first of all, it has been a better year this year, which is excellent. Yeah. But it still hasn't been, I would say, as robust throughout the year as we've seen, let's say, prior to COVID. I always look at the 2020-21 period was a very robust period of time. But what we are seeing is a really healthy list of companies ready to go out, focusing on the third and fourth quarter, primarily fourth, like post-Labor Day up until Thanksgiving, maybe up even until close to Christmas. And then there's another group of companies looking in the first, second quarter of next year. So we actually feel like it's more robust than it's been. I've been meeting a lot of CEOs, getting them prepared to think about what they want in the public markets and where they're going. And the one thing I would say is more concentrated on digital economy companies. Physical economy companies continue to navigate a little bit more complexity, but they're also starting to get ready as well. So it's exciting.
I'm curious, have you talked to Paul Atkins, the SEC chair, about their efforts to help companies go public? That's a big push of his, not to get these companies who will stay private for so long, blocking individual investors out of them, but to bring them public sooner.
It was the very first conversation I had with Chair Atkins when I became the chair of the SEC. And I would say it was a great conversation. I mean, he's as interested in, and in many respects concerned about the fact that we have this real dichotomy between the private markets and the public markets. And so he's talked about how to make IPOs great again. The conversation was constructive along many fronts, looking at disclosure requirements, the proxy process, other things that really make it harder for companies to be public and navigate the public markets. And at the same time, making it so that retail investors have access to, the growth companies that are born in this country and are have become great in this country. So he's as interested as we are. So hopefully we'll turn that into great action.
Annualized recurring revenue, almost $3 billion, up 10% year over year, which gives you great visibility, which theoretically should give you a premium multiple. The market is starting to figure it out. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, so as we've expanded our business, we're really, really proud of the fact that we have this great exchange foundation. The volumes have been tremendous. And as you know, the options markets have been just an incredible grower over the last several years. But at the same time, we've grown and expanded into fintech, to providing really critical solutions for banks, brokers, exchanges around the world. We help them root criminals out of their networks. We help them manage their regulatory compliance. We help with just core trade infrastructure, and it has been a great grower. It's a 10% grower so far this year. And then we also have our index business, which is an incredible business with over $700 billion of assets under management in that business. So we have these great growth pillars on top of this incredible foundation, and that's, we're just so excited about what we can do now.
Fintech was a major driver in Q2 in terms of the beat there. And I'm wondering, Adena, in terms of cross-selling other products, services to those customers and how AI has played a role in the offerings that you sell.
Sure. Well, first on cross-selling, that's been a big focus of ours. We've indicated to our shareholders that by the end of 2027, we want to have an annualized run rate revenue of $100 million from the cross-sells associated with the Adenza acquisition we did. And we're really well underway. We had, I think, 12 cross-sells in the quarter. It was a really good quarter for us in terms of showing the power of that platform. The teams are working really well together. We have great systems to support our sales efforts. It's just so we really feel like we're kind of really humming along. But it is all about that platform. How do they trust us? They understand we're advanced in technology. We are bringing AI to our solutions. Great example is in our anti-financial crime business. We already use AI to root out and to alert on criminals, potential criminals. But then they have this very onerous workflow that follows that. They have to, investigate whether these actors could be criminal or not, write up reports. We've essentially automated that entire process now. We've launched digital workers that take down the workload by 80%. So all within the platform. So it's really, really exciting what we can do with AI, both on the algorithmic side and the Gen AI side. And we're running that and now starting to bring that across our platform. So it's super exciting.